This is your WW3 news of a Tuesday morning, a bit cold. Now, 48 hours has passed, and we haven't seen this great 30-minute destruction of the Iranian grid and our facilities as well. As usual, Trump is flip-flopping and he's practically buying time 5 days, and then after to feel my wrath. Well, at least the Iranians will have time to prepare what's coming towards their way. Well then, Trump has sent all the special forces he can call up to sending into that particular part of the Middle East. And you don't think the Iranians know about this? They will get tipped off by someone, one of their allies. It could be China or Russia, for starters. And as usual, and Trump is bullshit on TV, the Iranians are talking to us. They're going to renounce Iranian enrichment for civil and military use. Well, one of the Iranian officials said, one of the most hawkish ones, he said Trump is bullshit. We never were contacted by him. And I don't think there is no reason why the Iranians should negotiate with the West, or the Israelis, or the Americans in particular. See what they've done. This is a tactical which the Americans then use on the Russians. And the Russians have more leverage because they have nuclear weapons. This is time for each side to prepare their defences. Sending so-called forces into Iran, boots on the ground in that part of the world, it's a suicide mission. This will turn into another American Vietnam, which will probably drag on for years until they get the crazy idea of starting using tactical nukes on the battlefield, which is possible. They were developed so many years ago. There was a bazooka nuke, which is known as David Crockett, which the Americans were patrolling the Iron Curtain, which divides West Germany and East Germany during the Cold War, for patrolling jeeps in the 50s and 60s. You imagine going around with a bazooka like that? And God, how many yields that thing had. Well, gold seemed to have another bashing, and it went down. And if you hear the stock exchange doing pretty well, that's all talk from Trump to give confidence in the market. It's been like when he farts, they're there to catch it, basically. And when boots on the ground in that part of the world from America, all hell's going to break loose. And God knows it's going to be a slaughter. And probably Trump is betting on this thing. Who knows? Could be false flag. Before I round off, even Root of NATO says even 22 nations of NATO is going to participate in a Hormuz Strait operation. So it looks like that fear-mongering with the British and some other European countries worked. Iranian missiles could reach London, Rome, blah, blah, blah. They probably have the technology. If they want to carry out attacks, they don't need missiles to hit certain centres. In every Western country, there are sleeping cells of Islamic origin there, hiding, waiting. When they receive the orders, they know where to attack and when to attack. So that's a lot more worse than having a Iranian missile coming from 1,000 miles away. Because you already got the enemy in your house, on your turf already.